you have a new movie coming out this week. Into the Deep. How did you get involved with this?
I I was actually I was in I was traveling for a wedding, and of course, when that happens, you receive, as an actor, you receive information wherever you are, whatever you're doing, because you don't have your consistent work all the time, and you're like, okay, I got a job to go to on Monday. I'm going to take the weekend. It wasn't like that. I received an email. This part, you want to meet with the director? Did all that, and read the script and everything. I realized this is a great project. So I ended up missing a wedding for this filming. I did. I did, and I feel bad about it. But honestly, no, I really don't, because I'm really happy that I did this movie. I like
I was
this
gonna say,
film.
yeah, did you at least enjoy filming the movie though?
Oh yeah, come
Okay,
on,
good.
come on. I spent weeks out in Cornwall in a great little town. I had a great time at that I loved. It was awesome, a wonderful experience. Filming on this boat out in the ocean, seeing all of Cornwall, the people, just awesome, and great actors and a great crew. It was an awesome experience. Honestly, really, really great.
So how much were you actually on the water for? Like, were you like docked anywhere for like certain parts of the movie? Or I mean, were you guys out there like all day?
We were out, yeah, out there in the ocean. You know, look, if you're out in the ocean, right, when you point that camera, you got to look out and you got to see the ocean, right? You can't see land unless that's part of the line, right? So we had to go out far enough that we're not surrounded by land, right? And then we got to monitor the boat so it doesn't just move around, because the wind sure does like to move the boat, and sometimes the sail is up. So we're out there. Yeah, we were out there, and we did a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, I want to say, out at sea. 2 weeks, I don't know, and then 2 weeks inside, maybe 3 weeks inside. See, I don't remember, but we were really out in that boat, and the ocean is relentless and unforgiving, but it was very kind to us while we were there. So it was all right.
Well, your character is a sailor, technically. Have you ever sailed before, or was this new for you?
When I was a kid, um, I got on. I did some sailing on those little. I think they're called sunfishes. It's like a little two-person or one-person little boat. You can go out on a lake with them, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. It was cool to learn how. So I got the basics of that boat. But then after that, in the course of your life nowadays, you're not really going on boats unless you're, you know, going down to, like, on vacation and you get on a boat. Unless you're part of like a boating culture along the water, you're not doing that a lot. And I don't live near any kind of boating culture. So I don't really get on a lot of boats. So when they told me, hey, we're going to be getting on this boat in the harbor, I said, sounds awesome. Sure. I like boats, whatever. I'll be fine. Okay. But then you're out in the ocean and you're like, wow, this is really, how did people do this? Gives you a lot of respect for the people that make their livelihoods out in the ocean, because that's tough. It's tough.
Well, I mean, that boat is small. Like, how was it filming in such like a confined space like that?
On the inside, yeah. It's funny. The boat it was really cool. It's actually it's a British Channel cutter. British. Oh God, what's the word? Something Channel cutter, and it's some sort of historic example of this kind of boat. It's a pretty significant boat, and been beautifully maintained and restored. It's quite large, long, but you're right, underneath is quite cramped. So filming in those areas is actually quite cool, because it starts to change how you film things, and you're kind of in this claustrophobic, tight environment, and so it alters how you try to act for camera, because it's a little bit tighter. You have to consider lots of things. And one thing you don't think about is that, and now I'm saying this and people are going to look for it, and I'm sure we screwed up every now and then, but when we're underneath, we're filming not actually out in the ocean. We're filming on a set for underneath. But that means that the boat is still moving, and sometimes we're cutting right from the top where the boat is rocking. So that means when we're underground, we're on flat ground, and we got to pretend that the boat is moving. So things are swinging, and we're sort of walking wobbly, and you have to consider that the whole time. So there's an added layer of filming every now and then, holding on to things, pretending that that your legs are sort of unsteady. It was amusing. I think some of us were better than others. I kept forgetting. So look for it.
Okay.
movie people. Go out there when you watch it and say, hey, look at him. What an idiot. He's not even pretending like he's on a moving boat.
I'm sure people will look for it. I'm sure they will.
But we did great.
Well, like the cast is essentially just you, Jess, and Lexi.
Mhm.
So how was it working with a cast this size?
And Al, oh, okay, right.
Yeah, like
Names of
the
characters,
main
right?
cast,
Ben,
yeah.
Jess. Yeah, it was confusing because the Jess thing. Um, how was it like working like that? It's great. That's one thing I'm very happy that it was the two of them, because if we had even one person who was not willing to deal with the somewhat harsh circumstances of filming on a boat, it's not the easiest environment in the world. Filming outside is always difficult, but on a boat especially so. They were extremely patient. They were very tough, and thanks to that, we were able to always have a good time filming when it's possible that it could have gone to a negative place. So it was an honor to work with them, and I'm really happy it was the two of them. So it worked out great. I think we reinforced each other's. We always were working with each other. We were always sort of supporting each other while we were on set, and that was nice. And along with the director and the rest of the crew, we were always very close, physically, obviously. So it was great that everybody was so professional and likable.
Well, okay. There is a jet ski in this movie, and I'm very curious. Did you get to ride it at all?
No, and I didn't, and I'm gonna tell you that's it's I wasn't even there when they filmed the jet ski riding scene. Somehow I was not there for those moments, so I missed the moments when they're on the jet ski, except for when it's up against the side of the boat.
Hmm.
And I want to file a grievance about that. You know, I'm
I was
filing the
wondering if they gave
grievance.
you like a test drive or something.
Yeah, come on, it's a jet ski. I think the entirety of Southern Florida is based off the economy of jet skis. I know that's not true. It's hyperbole, but I'm just saying jet skis are awesome. People love them. It's a lot of fun. And it is a shame I didn't go out and ride one. I could have just gone somewhere and done it. I'm sure there's jet skis available to me.
It's not the same though,
No, it's not. No, no. I want to do it on the movie jet ski. But I'm sure there's some insurance reasons, very good insurance reasons not to let me do that.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, how involved are you in the thriller genre? Is this a genre that you do pretty often, or is this something that you're newly getting involved in?
I like revenge thrillers.
Ooh,
I
okay.
like thrillers where we get in the first. I like where we see. You see, this is a little bit different. So Into the Deep, the revenge element is not exactly clear, and the motivations for it are not exactly clear. It kind of keeps you guessing. I don't really know what you would call this. It's kind of sort of an interesting thing, because you're always wondering who exactly is. That Ben is definitely, something's up with Ben. He's not totally on the level, but you don't really know what's going on with Jess's character and exactly what is driving her. So that kind of constant questioning really provides a little bit of stress through the film, and I quite like that. But I really like the revenge thriller. I love when there's a character in the beginning who's wronged in a serious, serious way, especially when it's a family-oriented thing, and then you just see that person go on that hunt, and it's just it's the best. Honestly, it just satisfies something in you. I'm not really motivated by revenge, but I sure do like to watch it.
I mean, that's fair. I like to watch it too. I mean, thriller is a genre that people like, so
Yeah, why not? It's awesome. It has thrill in the name.
exactly. It gives it a
It's
thrill.
implied by the name. We understand. Thrilling. It's thrilling. Go see Into the Deep because it's thrilling. It's a thriller. It says it and implies it. It's on a boat out
That
in
would be a great
Cornwall.
byline. It's a thriller.
Thriller. Be thrilled to see it. Now, please never ask me to do that again.
Well, while I have you, I know Shadowhunters ended a few years ago, but the fandom is still very active. There's still a lot of love for the show. So, in this world of reboots and revivals, if there was ever an opportunity to go back to that world, would you take it?
Depends on so many factors. You need to have You you need to have good material. You need to have good people involved. You need to have good production. Then you need to somehow organize all that. There's a lot that would play into that. But if somebody decided that this is the kind of thing that they want to do, they want to make, certainly consider it. I'd evaluate it the same way I'd evaluate anything else, except with a little more enthusiasm, obviously.